How you doing, Rick?
So good. It's cranberry vodka. I'm sorry. This cranberry juice is delicious, Xander.
Of course.
Thanks for getting this.
It is a Monday.
Juice and
we're just
only
drinking cranberry
juice.
Yes.
Nothing else in this cup.
How do you say cranberry in Spanish?
Cranberry. Obviously.
Arándano rojo.
I can't even say that.
I'm sorry, espérate, ¿cómo fue?
Arándano,
Arándano
pero rojo.
rojo.
Never.
Blueberry is like the regular one.
No,
Arándano.
I believe you. I just never heard that. No,
guess.
nunca sabía.
Se dice Watagatapitus berry.
Wow.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You are welcome.
Thank you. And with that being said, welcome to the Offbeat Podcast here where we talk about music and everything around it. To my corner over there, we have my man Shannon O. Give me a little O face. Ooh. There it is. And to his other corner, we have my man Rick Diaz in the house.
You don't blush? You don't get flushed when you old face?
Come on, give me a little face. No?
I don't know what that is.
You're not familiar?
He's not.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, then we have Rick. And then for our guest today, we have a friend here, Gisela. Your last name, I got to pronounce it correctly. Come on. Your last name?
You try.
Pontane. I'm sorry.
Pontalti.
Pontalti. Pontalti.
Pontalti.
L. There's an L.
Pontalti.
There's no R there.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's hard.
Yes.
Can I try?
Go ahead.
Pontalti.
Very good.
you
Okay.
go.
See,
Shannon?
I want to default to the R.
Just
It's
give
weird.
it a go.
Pontalti.
Yeah. There you go.
You got it.
I made
There
some
you go.
stuff up.
It's
there.
not that hard, right?
No, it's not. It's not. So, today, we're just gonna, we're here kicking back today here in the podcast, just having a couple questions here, with some friends. Just to kind of kick things off, Gisela, can you
Something light.
just something light? Tell us.
Here comes the haymaker.
No, just something like, tell us where you're from originally. Where do you come from? Why are you here? What's your goal? Let's just start out where you come from. Just give a little background where you come
Argentina.
from. Okay. All right. What part of
Buenos
Argentina?
Buenos Aires.
All right. All right.
Province. La Plata is my city.
Nice.
And I'm here on a teaching program.
Okay.
And I arrived last August.
Okay.
So not long ago.
Wow.
So getting used to this.
Okay.
Wait. Like August 2022?
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
This is your first time
less
over
than
here?
a year.
No, I visited.
Okay.
And I
So
worked
just
as well,
visited,
but,
not lived in the United States. Just visited.
lived for a little time, like worked for a short period.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is longer.
All right. So as far as you working here, let me ask you a little bit about what has been the biggest shock and experience from working here compared to back in your country.
Oh.
The biggest shock that we like, damn, what is this?
I don't know if there's like a shock. I mean, the
Okay.
system is just different.
Okay.
So different.
Okay.
That's how I would describe it. Like nothing like I would say, this is so like
Okay.
out of this world. No. I
All
mean, not really that different. Like, I mean, the everyday thing. But
What are the hours back in Argentina? What are the school hours?
it depends.
Okay.
The school hours, usually regular one is like
Public school.
for
Yep, public school.
Yes, public school. And for high school, it would be like 7:30 until 1 or 2. It
Oh, wow.
depends. Yes.
Really? 1 or 2
Yes.
p.m. Why so early? What? So when you say 1 p.m. for like high school or middle schoolers?
Same thing. We don't have middle school. It's for us. It's primary and secondary school.
Okay.
It's like 6 and 6.
Oh, so first to 6.
That
and-
is different.
Wow.
Kinda like that.
So from 6 to 12 is secondary school?
Yes.
Wow. That's a big age gap.
No, from 6. What?
So like 6th grade to 12th
Oh,
grade?
yeah, 7th.
Okay,
Yes.
7th. Okay.
Oh, so gotcha. Go. Sorry.
Actually, it's not 7th. It's like 1st to 6th primary and 1st to 6th secondary school.
Okay.
So,
That's
yeah,
interesting. Okay.
Same thing.
Cool.
So right now I would be in secondary school
I see.
because it's 7th grade that I teach.
How do you guys feel about that? If you guys had to go back to school, do you guys would like that? Just to
Dude, like in Agawam, which is the town that we're currently in, they have a junior high, which is kind of different from a lot of the local schools around here, which is you got elementary and then you have like basically like pre-high school and then high school. So like they have like this pocket. I forget. I think it's like it might just be 7th and 8th grade, and then high school is 9th through 12th.
So no middle school there.
No, it's
Where?
like it's elementary
Where?
in Agawam.
Oh yeah, it's elementary. It goes 1 to 4th elementary. Then middle school is 5 and 6.
Oh.
Then junior high 7, 8.
Yeah.
And then high school is 9 and 10.
Yeah, so junior, like the junior high is a physical separate building from high school, which when I was going to school, that wasn't the case. Like I was in 9th grade, we were there, and then middle school, preschool.
I would actually say that
elementary.
that is a shocking part for me. Like how different it is here from like one state to the other, and even within the same state, like how the system can be so different.
Yes.
From one another.
Yeah, and that is public school, and then it goes to private school, so that's a whole different
different
ball
thing.
game.
Whole nother shit show.
Yes. So
Wow.
yes. So going back to public school system, I'm somebody that's been working in the public school system pretty much all my life since 2004. So just going back, this is my first year working in a middle school. So I know you guys, this is your first year working in a middle school. Have you had work with kids around this age also?
Back home, yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So you have work with, okay. So for me, the biggest thing that I found that's, I don't know how it is back in your country, but here it's like working for the first time with these kids is the level of respect that they give you. It's very small. I don't, how it is in the back. Do you have kids around this age? Do they give you respect? Do they disrespect you? How exactly is it over there compared to over here?
Depends on the school. I mean, usually public system is a little bit more rough.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same, I guess. Same.
So it's the same?
here,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Does it
But-
also depend on the city too? Like,
Yes. Usually, like if it is a big city or it's even more rough.
yeah. So like the metro areas are probably going to be a little bit more rough and tough than the like affluent
Yes.
communities. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah. In that case, I think it's more or less the same. Right?
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Now let's turn a little bit to different topic. When it comes to back in Buenos Aires, when it comes to the dating scene.
Buenos Aires.
Yes. How's the dating scene different from the United States here? When it comes to, let me just give you an example. So we're all here adults, right?
I hope so.
Shannon's a baby. Shannon's like 22 or something
Are
like
we?
that. I don't know about these guys, but anyways, you know, the playing field, if you want to call it, it's a little different. There's certain things that maybe when we were younger, we won't look at the different, you know, that opposite sex the same. Now we're looking at something different. So now that we're around this age, above 30s, yes, let's just call it that.
Sure.
The above 30s, the 30 and
Above
over
30s,
crowd.
Sure.
What is one of the most challenging things with the 30 and over crowd when it comes to the dating scene? What do you feel? Oh, we got to,
Deep breath.
yikes. We already here.
Shannon, let it rip, brother.
I'll
You
let
sure?
guys go.
I'm going to let Rick start this. Well, actually, Rick is married. So what am I talking
I
about?
am married, you
That's
guys.
all. I wanna hear his take. I wanna hear his take.
Yeah, I want to hear his take since you're married.
He's old too.
Since
So
yeah.
he's above 30s.
What do you see? What do you see? What do you see nowadays with the 30 and over crowd as what do you see with the dating world, dating scene, the pool? What do you see?
Okay. We're jumping into the deep end, you guys.
just
Here
going.
we go.
Boom.
Buckle
like
up. All right. If you haven't already, buckle up. A lot of toxic behavior. Okay. A lot of toxic behavior out there. I don't know. The streets are wilding right now with the dating scene. Like I think it's with all the apps out there, you got Bumble for the ladies, you got Tinder for the people who just want to smash, you got Grindr for those folks who are into that stuff, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You do you. You do you.
Do you, Shannon?
Yep.
Sorry. Keep going.
Unnecessary flame.
Keep going.
It was nice though. That was nice. He just let it keep. Like I don't know that I could do it. I don't know that I could do it. Like I appreciate the ability to connect with people on the internet and have conversations. Full stop. the moment it gets to like expectations, you know, like there's just, you know, and I'll
Go ahead. Come on. Come. Hey.
There you go.
Open up. You're already here.
some women be having some expectations, bro.
What you mean expectations?
Let me hit you with this bio.
Go
and
ahead.
in this bio, I'm gonna describe the kind of man that I'm trying to meet and not meet.
At a dating website, right?
Oh yeah,
Let's
it's
go. Go
full
for it.
bio. Here's
Go for it.
you have to be 6'2". You have to
At least, by the way.
6-figure salary.
Yes.
You have to not have kids. Yada yada yada. I mean, I could just keep tacking on stuff there, and I get it.
Well, we have pressure as well, right?
Okay,
It's not
okay.
only for men.
I know.
We're gonna get there. Go ahead. Let my man get his pressure off. Hold on. We're gonna get to you. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, I think what has happened is that men and women, right? We've created this weird monster of there's the expectation from women, right? Because we're all about equality. We want to celebrate feminism. We want to empower women, and I'm all for that, right? But you can't have all of this and then just discard men and act like, well, I'm just gonna pick and choose. Because that's the thing, women, at the end of the day, get to choose who they want.
Okay.
The ball is more in the women's court than it is in the men's court when it comes to choosing a partner.
I disagree.
Woo! Here we go. I'm sorry. Just are you done? I don't want to be like, are you done? But are you done?
Good.
I just want to know if you're done.
I want to know why.
Oh yes, I want to know if you're done. Go. Wait, hold on. Yes.
I could keep going, but I could pause.
Because
I need you to go.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, because I know we have something here.
Let me articulate my point further.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elaborate.
Because I might be hot take Rick, but I
Please.
want to be clear on this one.
Let's go.
If I'm a 4 of a guy out of 10, right? I'm a 4. Do I have a say in who I'm getting to go home with? I'm a 4.
But who decides that? You may be a 4 for me, but a 10 for
Sure. But I'm speaking in
Subjective.
broad terms. I'm speaking in very broad terms.
Give me an example, Rick. Give me an example. Just so.
Still.
Okay.
Give me an example. Just yes.
A guy who hasn't really had good luck with women. A guy who's maybe shy, a guy who maybe doesn't make a lot of money, a guy who maybe doesn't know how to take care of his, aesthetic, maybe doesn't dress well. I don't know. I'm just trying to I don't know.
Okay. No. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just example person who's not like a catch for like a woman. And sure, there might be that one unicorn of a woman who might want that for, but the masses, generally speaking, they're going to overlook that guy. And that's how we get to incels.
Shannon.
That's an
We're
aggressive.
gonna get here, guy.
That's an aggressive take.
We need
Is
to
it
go
an
over
aggressive
there.
take?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Shannon.
what percentage of people are incels? Like this?
According to the data nowadays, there's a lot of men who are not dating right now.
Can that 4?
same women.
Can that 4 choose the woman or pick the woman, however you want to call it? Yes or no? To Shannon, I want to hear Shannon's opinion.
I think it all depending on
No, that 4, not depending. That 4 that Rick just described.
his 4
Yes.
within his structure of available
My
women.
man's taking L's.
Within the structure of available women. Now you can't be a 4 and expect to land an 8.
Of course.
You can't, like a unicorn situation, yes. But other 4s got to look for other 4s and under.
Agreed.
That's his wheelhouse. So my theory, I think that 4 can have his pick and litter
But see,
of the sub 3s.
Oh, no. All right. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on.
I'm being exaggerated.
so am I, for the
I'm
record.
being exaggerated.
No, I want to. Okay.
But
Go ahead.
to answer your broad statement of
Yes.
Men don't pick, I think because of the way men and women mature at an earlier age than men.
Yes.
So what happens is some women, I feel like, want to find their guy and are disappointed because they find that their guy is immature.
Yes.
So at that age, when they want to find their guy, a woman has their pick of who is the guy, because they could either be in their prime, they can be in their most advantageous seeking of a partner era of their life. Conversely, a guy, once he matures and finds his place, what was the category that they put you in?
Me specifically?
In the algorithm? The established adult?
Established adult.
So once a guy finds his space and is established, at that point, when he goes to the women that are already been matured past their level,
that's different. That's different.
It is.
then at this point, I feel like women,
The scales tip in that scenario.
scales tip.
100%.
Well, that's not fair.
what it means.
We need to stay where Rick is at. The 4 who has low
I'll tell you this.
self-esteem.
I'll tell you this.
Okay.
Women can date whoever they want.
Okay. Yes.
So then Rick has
Men-
theory is correct.
Men only choose who they marry. It's a statement.
Wow.
I feel like a guy has the say on, is this gonna be my wife or not?
I'm gonna look. I'm
Gisela's dying.
Yeah, I'm
over
gonna
here.
skip.
I gotta hear.
I'm gonna skip because I'm sure you're dying.
hear
So
it.
I'm gonna give you a chance to answer in order because I'm sure you had other. We're going
dying.
back to Rick.
I mean-
So back to the picking and choosing. Then we'll go back to that bomb that Shannon just dropped. So let's go with the picking and choosing. Go ahead. Start with here.
Oh, starting with the 4 thing.
Yep.
For me, I think a 4 can instantly turn into at least an 8 with a charisma or something like that. I mean, I get your point if you're just observing like the pictures from the dating app. Let me ask you, do you guys read descriptions ever on dating
That's a good take.
apps?
So
That's a good take.
to be clear,
because
Rick doesn't spend time on dating apps.
okay.
Because I'm married, but also I spend a lot of time on the internet, and so there's a lot of subreddits I follow where people will surface pictures of like, toxic profile posts where it'll be like, the 28-year-old girl who's fresh out of college who's asking for these ridiculous things.
There's everything. And I think it also depends on the age. Like a profile won't be the same on your 20s or your 30s.
Right.
Yes.
So
Agreed.
I think in your 30s, you look for a whole different thing. 20s can be more about the physical appearance, looking for the hot guy. But
Right.
30s,
Right.
like you can be hot, but the moment you say hello and you're like,
Yeah.
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 No, I know what you mean.
Very uninteresting. See you later.
yes.
Yeah.
So I disagree there.
I think I'm going to just reaffirm my point. My point being that if I'm a 4 in the ocean of women that exist, my options are very limited versus the alpha sigma guy who's like elite, who has his shit together, who has his pick of the litter. He does have some more weight to throw around and say, I don't want to be with this girl. I'm going to be with that girl. And he can fleece his way in there. And I'm not saying that there's not like a mutual, like there has to be obviously chemistry. Obviously, it's not like just I'm going to be with you and you're going to say yes. But there's a difference between a guy who's got his shit together, who's attractive, who's successful, and a guy who's not, right? And so the guys who are not are just like, well, what do I do? Like, how do I become this guy? Or how do I become successful? How do I ascend?
Same with ladies.
Go on.
Exact same thing. I actually feel that you guys, it's like you have just the stereotype of the girl, like, the ladies on the magazines, the covers, like we have to be that perfect, it's like.
See that? I don't feel like that's us.
So same thing on the other side. I mean, trust me, my best friends, we have very different tastes. Okay. It's like, I don't know. I have my friend telling me, oh, I met this guy, it's super hot. And then she shows me a picture and I'm like, what?
So let me ask you, how important is it emotional intelligence versus physical attractiveness? Like you say, hey, Gisela, here's a friend I want you to meet.
Dr. X.
And the friend comes in and he is everything you're looking for physically, like the hair, the boots, everything he's wearing.
Yes.
And then he speaks, he's like, hey, yo, what up? Whatever it is that, not
that
to say
turns
that
me
this
off.
emotion.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I'm done.
So,
No.
right. Okay.
Se te va bien,
I
cabrón.
can't. No, I just can't.
Okay. So just to be clear, so the looks have to at least, the emotional intelligence, whatever, the intelligence has to be at least like a 4 or a 5 there to match with the like 9 and 10 of looks. You can't be a 1 or 2 emotional intelligence.
No,
it has to
it can be the other way around.
I was just gonna
Okay.
ask you that.
All
Can
right.
you invert it and then it doesn't matter?
Exactly.
You could
So
be
that-
Yes.
you could be a 2, but if you're emotionally
Of
intelligent,
course, that the first moment when you see someone is like you have to. There has to be something
Gotta
that
see
you
a
like,
spark.
right? Of course.
yeah.
But then it's like, if you like what you hear, what you I don't know that chemistry, it's like
Riz.
I get it. I understand.
yes, a 4 can turn into a 10. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
So it goes. So going back to Rick's theory, I feel that when you say a 4 does not pick, is from what I'm hearing is what I'm listening to. What you're saying is that the 4 is not picking because he actually chooses not to pick whoever he wants to pick because he has the ability to be a 10 if he allows to be a 10. Meaning, be interesting, be charismatic. Just don't be shy, like you said. Don't be self-aware. Let's say a 4 right now, like not even a 4. Let's say a 3, like a guy that you be like, wow, that guy is ugly, but he comes in and starts talking, and you're like, wait a minute here, who is this person? Have you ever had a situation where you were like, that guy's ugly, but when he starts speaking and talking to you, you'd be like, como que? So you've had that before?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Have you guys had that?
Yeah, absolutely.
With females?
Absolutely. Yeah, like a female who I like would not immediately be attracted to could like be spitting game and like, like you're like anyway, pause. Yes. Short answer, yes.
All right, Shannon. Have you had that before?
I think it does work, but it's
What works? I'm sorry.
the turnaround of the inverse. That's what we're talking about,
Okay.
right?
Yes. Just wanna
High
make sure.
emotional intelligence versus mid attractor.
I think you can even see within us talking about guys are very visual. So every time we're talking about the low 3s, the first thing we talk about is it's got to be the 3 ugly looking guy. And then for women, it's all about the other stuff. It's all about the inside.
Exactly.
You see it every time. So I think for a guy to kind of get rizzed up, as the kids were saying, by a girl that they consider a 4, it takes a longer period of time. So
That's facts.
a girl that is
gotta try
not
harder.
traditionally attractive would win her way over with a guy over time because at that point boxes start getting checked.
Yeah.
Oh wait, she's cool, she's this, she's that, whatever.
Oh, she's into the same music I like.
so
she's
over
really
time
funny.
it's like
It's a good point. All right.
Yeah.
where for women is the opposite. They could probably just like a guy quick. Oh,
But see, that's
like,
the
like
thing,
a guy
right?
would look at a pretty girl and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I like her.
You could have like an 8 female who's like also highly narcissistic, and it's like,
Or a dit.
get out of here.
A what? What is that?
Just not
dit.
like not a smart
Oh,
person.
dits.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
you.
Right? Like so now you go from like an 8 to like a 3 because it's like you're hollow. There's nothing to you. Like there's no depth to our conversation. It's very topic, like just surface level conversation. I'm like, I can't get out of here, Like and I can't. Like I have like I don't know how people feel about this generally, but like attractive people who are just like empty on the inside, I'm just like, I can get out of here. Like I can't. Like you're trash. I'm sorry.
And it also depends on your goal. Like if it's just a one night stand, okay.
Sure.
If it is something that
All
you're
rules are out
okay,
at that point.
I want to keep on dating a person, that changes, I guess.
Yes.
Yes.
And sometimes, let me say, that the more attractive some people are, it's like the less effort they put on some. Yeah. So sometimes,
Yes. No, go ahead.
You
Yes.
can say, oh, like I really want to be with this guy, and then it's like, oh, this is terrible. So
Yes. So I have something to say that regarding that the attractiveness when it comes to women, particularly. Going back to what Rick is saying, with what you just said right now, do you feel that women that are like a 9 or a 10, or they feel that, look, I'm a model type or whatever, do those women feel like they have the advantage over the 6 and under women just because? Do you guys feel like, why would you look at me if this woman is a 9 or a 10, but I'm a 6? And that's the problem that I'm having sometimes, is that sometimes women pick for us. I was like, why would you want me? Did you want that woman who's a 9? I was like, why do you know what the hell do I want?
Okay. Yeah.
So my what I'm trying to say is that what I've noticed before is, let's say I'm talking to a woman. It's like, why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to that woman over there who's a 9 or a 10? It's that, yes, we like visual, but from what I've experienced is that women feel that sometimes all we like is visual. It's like, here, that's a 9, I'm a 6. Why are you talking to me? But it comes to like, maybe because I find you interesting. Can I find you interesting? And I feel like women sometimes put a block. I was like, but I'm not attracted. But I was like, like you said, who are you to say?
Vibe,
Right.
yeah.
It's the insecurities.
Again,
Yes.
Everyone has
and
insecurities.
again, 20s, 30s, whole different thing.
Okay.
In my opinion.
That makes sense. That makes sense. The reason why I asked it, because again, is I think the insecurities part, like Shannon was saying, I think that is a huge wall to everything. I think
Agreed.
if once we say, who gives a shit if I'm a 3 or 4, I'm still gonna try that 10. And like you said, you never know. She might be like, wow, you approached me and you spoke to me. You just became my 9 in my eyes. Thank you for coming to me and giving me a good time. So I agree with what you're saying, is that the whole scoring system and I think this is a whole American thing that has been created here in America, is that we always are like competing with each other, even with ourselves. It was like, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know. It's like, who the hell cares? Just do it. And not just a relationship, I'm just talking about in general. So, but what you're saying does make sense, is that stop thinking of what you think you are. Let that person think of what you are, what that number is. So if you're interested or not. So I agree with that point. I do.
Wow.
Got deep.
We went
A little bit.
We went some places there.
A little bit.
I feel like we, as let me take a breath. I feel like human beings, especially, I mean, it's 2023, right? We can't discount how far into this we are. Like it really matters, even though it's like a number. It does matter, especially with the influence of the internet and how connected we are as a society, right? Like it really impacts our behaviors and how we treat each other. Because you have like memes, right, that kind of like tell stories, and then you have like things kind of layered on top of that, like what I alluded to earlier about, women were oppressed for a very long time, right? Like you guys didn't have a say. I mean, gosh, you guys were allowed to vote like very recently, like in the 1940s or 50s. I forget what date it is. Sorry if I don't have it right, you guys. Like very recently, right? In the Middle East, women are constantly oppressed. The Afghan ladies out there, like, or the ladies in Iraq who are like not wearing their hijabs. Thank you. In protests, right? There's all this stuff going on at the same time that we have all of these like, toxic society behaviors that we're, exemplifying. And both things can coexist, but at the same time, it's like, as a guy trying to live in this world, like, how do I, both honor that, right? That part of women, like the feminist part of women, the part of women who's empowered, while at the same time having like the stuff that I find as a man, like, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole here, but like the whole idea of like toxic masculinity is like ridiculous, right? And I get that there are guys who are toxic the same way that there's ladies who are toxic, right? But like the catchphrase of toxic masculinity has like, it's such a broad like net that's cast. That's like, have you stopped to actually consider like what that's doing to men, right? Like, and the impact, the societal impact that has on like the 4s or the 5s, right? Who aren't as confident, right? Because like, I could show up to a place and talk to anybody, right? And that's me now today. I'm 42. I'm about to be 43. Like when I was young, I could never think of doing such a thing. I was super shy when I was growing up, right? So like, I get it. I get the struggle of young men in society today where they feel this pressure to be like, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a say. Shut up, right? Like we're constantly being told to like, just take a back seat. And it's like, well, if that's the society that they're growing up in, like, well, how do you expect these guys to have a voice, right? So then they're like, okay, well, I'm going to be a basement dweller. I'm going to just play video games all day, you know? And I'm not going to talk to women.
Let me ask you in particular, with somebody like Rick just mentioned, somebody who's a basement dweller, it's like a 4, brain secure. Do women ever approach those type of guys just to see if they could be an 8? Or do they have to approach you with this fake charisma just to see, let me see if I could do this?
No, I mean, I think it kind of depends on the person.
Have you ever approached somebody who's like that? Very quiet, shy, but you'd be like, let's see how he is.
It's not my type,
Okay.
but I have approached
Okay.
people. Like I took like the initiative
Yeah.
Okay.
many
Right.
times. Yeah.
Okay.
So it kind of depends. I mean, if you see someone that you like, and
Is that
Go
hard
for
for
it.
you? Or, or does it come naturally to you?
it depends, but I've done it. So
Because I feel like there's like a, it's like, because you have like people who are charismatic, who are like easy to talk to and sociable, and they can like be in any environment and they'll be fine. But then you have like people who are socially awkward, who are like, and those are the people. Shout out to all of you people who are socially awkward. It's hard. Like it's hard to
It
like
is.
break the ice, know what to say, know what to do. Where do you stand? Like, and I feel like I've had to brute force my way into this world because the world demands that you speak up, right? The world, nothing will happen if you stay quiet. You have to speak up.
Yes, but at the same time, I don't think I would be expecting to find someone that is socially awkward or, super shy, like in a bar, dancing, like, like that. So the situation is quite.
So you're saying it depends on the environment that you're in.
Yes.
Okay, fair
I mean,
enough.
don't expect to find someone like that in a place like where people are maybe more.
So what she's saying
I get
is,
it.
so what she's saying
I
is,
don't know.
she's not necessarily going to approach someone like that because people like that aren't necessarily out and about.
Right.
So
Facts.
a time in which you would approach someone like that is if you happen to work in the same environment or times that they're forced to be with other people.
Yeah.
So
Right.
work,
friends
gym,
of friends. Yeah.
whatever, family event, and someone happens to be there.
Computer nowadays, like.
So it's just there's smaller ways that a person that's a basement dweller can probably access women outside of online. That'd probably be the easiest form.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, the internet has definitely facilitated relationships.
Yes.
It is good.
Mostly for those people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's people that have trouble, walking up to someone and
Right.
because whatever,
Or
it
whatever.
is what it is.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Just taking a slight turn. Just a quick question with that. It's like a part B is, how do you approach sexuality after not dating for a while? Let me repeat that question again. How do you approach sexuality after you having not dated for a while?
Gotcha.
How do you get back into the sack?
That's a deep question.
Yeah.
It's
How do you-
like
No pun intended.
For me, it's like riding a bicycle. You
There
know?
it is.
So you
Once
just hop
you
right
learn-
on.
Here we go.
It's there.
jump
Then
right
you
on.
realize it's there.
It's like, oh, I never left. Got
I
it.
still got it.
All right. So, guys,
Noted.
It's a little bit different for guys because
Yes.
the bicycle's different. It's like riding a bicycle, but this one, the brake might be on the left. And then it might be on the right.
Talk about it.
You gotta find out. You gotta change the gear over here. Then you gotta adjust the seat back here. It's like, hey, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
that trick that worked on that other one is not working on this
Yes.
one. You're going to have to readjust.
It's like, man, I could brake right here.
You got to try some new shit on this one.
speaking of new stuff, let me ask you, do you like traditional or do you like somebody to be like, hey, I have something I want to try out? Are you ready for it? So no, I'm just. Some people may be like, calm down.
No, you're right. You're right.
So that's why I'm just asking. Are you one? But like, you got new stuff? Okay, let's go for it. Let's try it out. Okay, go, cool.
Like, I mean, don't get too crazy on the first,
Yeah.
attempt,
Oh, so warm
because
you
it's
up.
like-
Hi first.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Greet me first before you go trying to crazy.
Take
But
it easy, friends. Take
definitely-
it easy. Yeah. Just be gentle first, and then just grow up to it.
Put your leg up here real quick.
Yeah.
So let me see something. Hold on, come over here.
So Shannon, same question. Let's say you're starting off with somebody. You're back into the action after a while of not dating. How are you getting back into the groove of sexual relationship with that person again? Back into it like nothing, new moves. Traditionally, how are you going right away?
I mean, I'm assuming from that time, if you're like dating, I'm assuming this is someone that you're gonna be serious with.
No, yes, you're back with somebody.
I'm assuming in this time there's been conversation that you can get an inkling of like the type of person
yeah.
she is.
Okay.
So based on that information would determine my approach.
So you're saying there's a pregame,
It's a plan.
a virtual pregame that happens.
Strategy.
Yeah, because I mean, people have those conversations. So
That's true.
in that conversation, something comes up like, "Oh, I don't like X, Y, Z." Then in my head, like, "Oh, she probably doesn't like this kind of stuff." So deduction.
Okay.
But you still have the conversations. Like, hey, what about the other stuff?
So do you have the yes and no conversation? I like this. I like that. No, I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean,
That seems a little too
a
formal.
little
for
too
me.
formal.
For
You
me.
it's a little too formal. I use deductive reasoning, and then I like to do like a
Let
like.
it flow.
Wait,
like a-
hold on. When you say too formal, I'm not talking about you guys are naked and ask questions. Do you like this?
No, like
As you're talking about sexuality stuff, you asking the person what you like, you don't like is too formal.
yeah, I probably won't have that conversation like that. Like not that direct. I like the element of surprise.
I might be. I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, is it cool if I do?" And then insert very odd.
No.
Whoa.
No, not
what
same
I'm
time.
saying.
Not same time.
That's not what I'm saying.
What he's saying.
Start here and then go up.
What he's
Yeah.
saying. What he's saying is an off-kilt conversation that
Okay.
happened 4 weeks ago.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys were just talking.
Yeah.
I probably won't have that like a direct conversation. I was like, hey, do you like anal?
Right. A little bit too on the nose.
Yeah.
No, again. So hold on.
Like,
Let me be sure I'm clear. I am. You're with somebody. You're back into the dating scene. Like you found somebody. This is not somebody you found off Tinder. Like, hey, anal? Yes? No, not right away. Is you're dating? You're getting back into the sexual groove again. It was like, hey, let's try. Have you ever tried? I don't know, something to do with this Y and Z. Have you ever interested? Just getting to know the person as to what else you can try with that person.
I probably won't ask it like that though.
Okay.
I like-
what I would say to that, Shannon, would be like, if it's a conversation, it's a conversation. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to translate to real life. It's not like I'm like, and I know this is not what you're saying, but it's not like I'm gonna be like, all right, so you're going to agree to this. You're going to agree to this. You're not okay with this, but you're good with this.
Yes.
I know that's not what you're saying,
Yeah.
but, and it's certainly not how the conversation will go. But like, if in conversation things come up and you're having a dialogue
About that.
and things like, here's a clue, here's another clue, here's another clue,
Yes.
right? And you're like, I'm picking up what you're putting down, even though you didn't say it. I know what you meant.
It was like, oh, so you would probably do that.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
And
yeah.
you start talking.
Right,
yes.
right.
You're within the conversation. Now, hey, you like popcorn? Anal next time we see each other? No. So there, like you said, there has to be something that, yes, leads to it, to the conversation.
Yes.
So yes.
Agreed.
So that's what I meant by I wanted to get more information, but that's what I'm trying to
See, I'm gonna send it right back to you.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's a similar scenario, but asterisk? Person you slept with back in the day, and then like 10 years went by. And then
How you approaching?
how do you approach the revisit?
So wait, what?
We're
question
coming
is-
back home.
So hold on. Just want to make sure I get this clear. I was with somebody 10 years ago.
Yes.
Yep. And
That
then
person comes back into my life?
through circumstances unknown. The opportunity presents itself.
Are you gonna be like, hey, remember '93?
Remember that move I did on you that day? You know what I'm saying?
It's faster.
Is what? Say it again.
Faster.
Ah.
It depends.
Like-
Listen, to answer that, it depends on the woman.
It depends, of course. Of
What do
course.
you, wait, hold on.
Why?
Elaborate.
It depends on the woman.
Say no.
Elaborate. No, hold on. Because I want to hear this.
It depends on. I
Yes.
tend to believe that I'm a charismatic guy
Okay.
in the circumstance.
Shannon, I'll give you charisma.
It depends on the woman, right? If I haven't,
You can say no.
yeah. If I haven't seen her in 10 years, and I know she's charismatic as well, say, hey, remember 2009? What's up? It'd probably be in that sense, like, but that is depending on the girl. But if it's someone that she's not like that, I don't know how to approach that. I'd have to feel it out.
Yeah. No,
Feel
I
out the
get that.
situation.
It was a ludicrous question, but it was a fun question.
No, what's
hilarious,
your answer? A guy 10 years ago. I'm gonna make this even more interesting. A guy that you had a amazing night with 10 years ago. Like you were like, damn. And he comes back into, hey.
Why did you live past 10 years, right? It's
I don't know, you broke up.
He moved.
And
He
then,
moved.
and then you're good.
He married, now he's divorced. Who knows? Whatever happened. Yeah, he's free
That's
again.
different. That's she saw the red flag
If
there.
it-
She was like, wait a minute, hold on. Married, divorced. Bad out there.
Again, it depends on what you want, on what you're looking for.
Okay.
If it's just a
Gotcha.
night or just dating.
Yeah. It all
Okay.
depends.
But yeah, if there's
I agree.
chemistry, why not?
Okay. So the age, not the age, the time that has passed does not matter. As long as there's some kind of chemistry that you left before, boom, you can just pick up where you left off. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
What were you trying to get at with that question? I feel like you were gonna.
I wasn't going anywhere specific. I was just kind of like tying off of what your original question was. I'm just, just kind of like curious what the chemistry would be if you were in that situation.
Okay.
You
And
I want to hear your answer about how do you enter the sexuality when dating again. Did you answer that one?
I don't know. I did.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
sure.
so.
So basically, let's say I get back into I get a girlfriend again. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I'm like, look, I have a lot of catching up to do, and we're going full blown to Pound Town. We're gonna do anything and everything. Let's rock and roll because I don't have time for No, I am getting older. We have time to
Or experience, though.
No, yeah, experience, of course. This is why I want to show my experience. So I was like, let's get. So
Yes.
basically, what I'm saying is, I need to find somebody that knows we're getting back to it, not like, let's see. No, we're getting back to it.
How soon are you having that conversation from the start of the dating? So the cycle of dating is like the talking and then like figuring each other out and then like the formal, hey, we're going to be exclusive. How far into that cycle are you saying having that conversation?
I mean, if I'm having this conversation, we already in this space, as in like we already had sex. If I'm gonna talk about this is what we're gonna. What I'm guessing is that we have gone to that point already. Like we had sex with each other already.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I wouldn't have it if we haven't had sex yet, I guess is what I'm
Gotcha.
trying to say.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I will yes, I'll make sure I will be that person. I'm with that person. We're sexually active. Then we'll have the conversation. Go ahead.
No, and you should be emotionally like available for that.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
like, just having sexual relations with someone,
Right.
like dating someone, it doesn't mean that you are going there. Maybe you can keep that person for a long time
Right.
just because of that. Like,
Right. That's different.
Not
Exactly.
meaning, someday I'm waiting for this to get serious. No. Why?
No. I
Would that
agree.
be the aim? Like, not everybody's looking for that. So
I agree. Especially like you said, and I want to make sure is that in order to get there, there has to be certain things prior. Like I said, we already had sex. We already in a relationship. We talk, like all that stuff you were saying, that stuff already happened for us to be like, here we
Gotcha.
are.
That makes sense.
Boom, let's get to it. So, yeah,
Wow. That was fun.
that was deep.
Yeah.
We went there.
We did go in there. You got some in-ears on?
I do, man.
I like
I
that.
couldn't find the other.
Listen, you You got the premium audio.
I hear the thoughts and everything.
Woo! Well, that was a journey, guys. I think this is a good time to wrap it up. What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
Wrap it up.
To land the plane.
Hey guys, wrap it up.
30 and over. Here we go. So thank you guys for staying here with us, talking about all this nonsense. That was great stuff, actually, that we talked about. Thank you, Sellout, for joining us on this podcast. Shannon, Rick, thank you guys. We're out of here. Peace out. Thank you. Guys.